throughout this process, some of the hardest challenges for not just me as the president, but for our entire leadership, has been making sure that we remain focused on the healing aspect, and that takes time, particularly when we're dealing with such a difficult topic that carries so many emotions and so much harm in that history, that we are focused on a continued process and an intentional process, and making sure that we slow down, and that we infuse intentionality and healing and keep that at the center in everything that we're doing. And that's not always easy when we need to move fast and we feel an urgency in this work, but it's been critical in how we move this work forward. As we have engaged in this work, balancing honesty, confronting our history with an eye on the future has been central to the work that we do. It was really important that we wanted to make sure that we asked the hard questions about our history, and that when we did that, I remember one of our trustees saying, we have to be prepared to ask the hard questions and to hear the answers that we get when we ask those questions, and that's a part of the healing process. And in order for us to move forward, in order for us to focus on the future, we have to confront that history, but that we can't remain in one place. It has to be multifaceted. And so we have done that by having open and honest conversations about the history, being honest about our role and harm that was caused to Indigenous communities and Indigenous children and tribal nations, and recognizing that also engenders a responsibility to Indigenous communities and tribal nations in our role as an institution of higher education. And so connecting those two and recognizing that healing requires both a focus on the past and an eye on the future and how we create thriving Indigenous communities.